select for the last game of the entire split. Salati, it's the last game of Division 2 regular split. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling sad. I want more. I need more, to be honest.
We got playoffs.
So good.
We got playoffs, but still, we have to look into this last game. We got to take it. We got to cherish it as much as we can.
Yes.
And Swain is going to be banned, obviously, because Nomi is a beast with that champion. On the other side, it's mostly about comfortable picks. And you know, Goof is a really good Jhin player, but this means that Zeri is available. Jinx is available for the first time tonight. And let's see if Aphelios is going to go in as well.
But no, indeed. Both Zeri and Jinx are available, which means if either of them gets banned now, okay, Jinx is getting the ban, but Zeri is open, and it looks like a probable first pick for Fløng Esports. It just looks like something so strong, such a high pick area potential that you might want to pick it for yourself, but you're not agreeing with me. Tell me why.
No, I think Hecarim is also available, and that's something that they should think about it, because Hacker can go into the backline and destroy Zeri, and Goof is a one to take AP champion, so you can probably pick something weird on the bot lane, just as you wanted at the beginning of the day, but they're going straight for the Aphelios, like, okay, take the Zeri, we got the Aphelios, we're fine with this. They even dodged the Hecarim.
Yes, but it's like, it's such a situation that you either can take Zeri or you can immediately start building against her.
And I can get it!
Come on, Bunty.
Sorry, I get excited. I really get excited with this pick.
I'm not getting excited for it too, because seeing your lovely face here being so happy, it's just such a joy, to be honest. Ooh, Xayah for Nomi.
So, do you either take the Rakan or you pick the jungler and you expect the Rakan to be the third pick for the red side? Because I don't think you can take... I mean, you can definitely do it with the Aphelios and Rakan, but you're forcing the enemy team to pick that, and I think they're better picks to bring with the Aphelios. Thresh is still available if you want to do it, but Thresh has fallen off in terms of pick priority, so obviously you can... Ooh, you can actually ignore the Rakan and leave the husband alone at home making coffee, as Karma is going to be the pick. I know about it.
You decide to go with the lady, apparently, to the bot lane, and it's an admirable choice. Still, that Karma can go to the mid lane, right? We've seen it already being, turn around like that. So it's not necessarily the Karma for Xayah. It can be Karma for herself, a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no AD carry to still carry the team. Here it goes, finally!
Where's Jamada? Where's Jamada? I know he's watching. Oh, he's so good. And it's his favorite pick as well. And it's so good right now in the meta. And that's why they didn't win for the Hecarim, because they know they have Hecarim, but they know I have Kayn.
Yes. So Hecarim, Lulu Aphelios, but yes, Lulu Aphelios on the bot lane apparently. Still, Lulu also can kind of go to the solo lane, but she just excels so much better as a full-on support, going on the lane with her AD carry, making sure she just stands there to protect Hope carry at all costs. And it could be a very good answer to Karma if the Karma in the end indeed goes with Xayah to the bot lane. There is one more pick available. And oh my god, what a game it is! Ahri to the mid lane! I must be happy now.
I know Jamada is now watching the game. I just got confirmation that he's watching the game. Welcome back, Jamada, to the last game of the split with the Kayn. It's not you. We're going to talk bad about Kayn. No, I'm kidding. We got you, bro. Okay, Adi is coming in hot as well. So now you focus on the mid lane. Obviously, you want to take away those supports. You either take the Syndra and also follow it up with the Sylas, because Sylas is a perfect pick versus the Yari. On the other side, we have the Feather Call. It could be another ultimate that you can steal away. Aside from that, it's only the Spirit Rush. But if you bring the Sylas versus Nanari, she doesn't do much.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very strong counter pick against her, so I would not be surprised to see it as another ban. But also, again, I'm thinking for the second game in a row about Ryze to the mid lane, to be honest, standing against that Ahri. It could also be a very definitive answer to her, both to the laning phase, standing strong there, but also scaling up and being very, profitable for the team in the team fighting as well, because they will be having team fighting looking at that Ahri, and now you will have something to put against her. But we have the Vex actually banned in the end, so Sylas is still open for the mid lane for Fløng.
If they want to take it, that could be a wise decision. Vex is also annoying, especially when Adi is dashing. You stack up the passive way too fast, so you don't want to give it that away. It's mostly about the junglers. Do you take the Hecarim now? Because you have so much movement speed. You have a lot of follow-up as well. And Hecarim could be the engager, but they're going to focus on the Volibear, who's been getting a lot of attention throughout the entire, how do we call it, the entire tournaments that we have, the entire leagues that we have, especially in LCK. It doesn't work as much as it works in Europe, in LCK, but still, it's really powerful, so that's why they're going to take away. Probably they're going to pick the jungler now, because you know the enemy jungler is already picked, so you can pick it and save the counter pick for top side.
Exactly. So
There you go.
yeah, I don't pick something blindly right now, but they decided to go for Javan in the end, not taking the movement speed burst that they get from Cream for the whole team, but having a very strong engagement tool for yourself. And if you pair it up with a top laner who can follow up on that and who can serve as the front lane for your team, then you have a very strong team composition already.
So I was thinking about, that's not what I was thinking, but there we go. You have the engage. I don't know what sort of build we're gonna have on this Sion, but this could be a menacing one to deal with on raid side, because you have a lot of good picks on the other side to take as ultimates. But if you have the ball delivery system with the Kayn alongside with the Sion, that could be a good one. I was mostly thinking about Salus because you can steal away the ultimate from Jarvan and lock everybody up because they have movement speed. But aside from Ahri, you don't have a lot of dashes. And it's going to be a Azir coming in. That is beautiful. And now to the top side. Do you handshake this one and go straight up for team fight potential with Malphite?
Why not? Why not? It looks slightly surprising to me right now, but it looks rather interesting. But apparently that's not going to be it. Is going to be the man himself having his return. It's his third game for today, right?
It is the third game,
Oh
and so far 100% win rate.
Wow. Okay, not bad. It says a lot, and it's somebody here really wants to secure the third place for himself.
Obviously, you want that third place. I would pick Pantheon. I'm not even teasing now, because Pantheon versus Sion is really, really good. Actually, it's really, really good. If you bring the PTA, you can demolish a Sion. But I like this. Obviously, he's popping off. He's so good in team fights. And if these team fights are going to be extended, as they seem they are, obviously you need someone that can sustain damage, let himself back in, and demolish if he's unchecked. So now you have a lot of fronts that have to deal with. If you're Fløng, you have to deal with the Aatrox. He deals a lot of damage. You have to deal with the Jarvan. He deals a lot of damage as well, even though he builds tanky. Ahri can get reset city and then can go for the backline. Xayah is a monster if she's going for lethality. So you have 4 ways to deal damage, and on Fløng, you have the Kayn, you have the Azir, you have the Aphelios. Sion lacks a little bit unless you're playing the side Sion, like LeBoss, the LeBoss build of the solo Bolo, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's going for more of a tanky pick. And before we jump into this game, Solari, this is the last one. I want to ask you, looking into these compositions, who do you think is gonna take it in the end? I want to put it out there. Like, I want to do it. Like,
whoever I vote for right now is going to lose definitely, because I go together with Trouble Link here. I'm kind of like a reverse Lucky Charm.
No, don't say anything.
So I'm not going to vote for anybody. That's going to be unfair.
Don't jinx it, because this is way too important. This is a good way to end the split, guys. I'm just going to say before we jump into the last game of the day, it was a pleasure to cast with you as well, and cast with all the people that I have, and to work on the NLC Division 2, Division 1. It has been a pleasure. So before we jump into playoffs, I would like to say thank you to everyone back at home, production, and everybody is working at NLC. You guys did an amazing job throughout the entire split, and you guys back at home, chat, even though we're not the league with the most viewers, we know that. We know that. We have the best viewers, don't we? You guys are amazing. So a big kiss for you all, and it was a pleasure to work with you guys. Now, looking into this game, Solari. Early game could be a menace in favor of Wraith, but on the other side, Fløng can hold on. I think it's mostly about holding on and allowing Shafty to pop off with the Kayn. But do you hear this? Can you hear this?
It's the sound of the rift.
It's the sound of the rift. The last one of the split, boys. We're about to jump into it. As soon as production gives this to me, we have the bird's eye of the rift. Welcome to the last game of the split. Fløng versus Wraith. Let's decide who's going to take the third one and who's going to take the fourth one. It's on, baby.
Oh my goodness. I am yet again excited so much for this game. But, that's my favorite Ahri skin on the mid lane. Not only was it Ahri picked for the mid lane finally in this last game, but it's also my absolute favorite skin for her. Come on, what is it, my birthday or is it Christmas today?
I gotta say, if Nymeta listens to you, he's going to attack you. This is not his favorite skin.
What?
But it's a lovely skin nonetheless. Let's be honest.
Wait, what is his favorite skin? Is it the
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna jinx
come
it.
on.
One thing that I want to bring out though, because you never know what sort of cane you're gonna get at the end of the champion select. You need to jump into game so you can see the keystone. And now we get the idea. This is the blue cane, so it's going to be a heavy damage oriented pick. So Xayah is in trouble, but Xayah is one of those AD carries who can actually dodge away the damage coming in from the cane. This is going to be a late invade as well, and there's no vision. They're going to get away with it without punishment.
Ooh. No punishment, but a red buff in the end for Raid. Okay, babes. Juicy beginning, but a very successful one for Raid. The bot lane is returning back to their respective lane. Now they're going to be spotted by that blue ward in the bush, and now probably Fløng are having a little bit of an idea of what is happening in their own jungle. Will they reply to it though? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, Born This Way is showing that he doesn't care. He's going to fight for the buff, and Shafty is aware of that. Shafty is still level 2, no buffs on him because he decided to skip away the blue buff. Shafty will not be able to fight this one. What a perfect start from Raids, because they can now invade. They have Prio on top.
They have, honestly, they just have Prio in general right now. They can do whatever they want throughout the map. I think Shafty stepped out of the bush for a second back there, and so he was visible in the ward that was still standing there from Raid. But here comes Born This. Oh my god, the damage!
The Smite ward goes for Shafty, but the Conqueror is procced. Shafty will be forced to flash away, but no, that's a perfect ripping slash. But this is going to allow Born This Way to take the blue buff. So, all buffs for Born This Way are still available, by the way.
Which means Shafty could potentially try to go right now for the blue buff of the enemy side of the jungle, but it's gonna be way too dangerous for him to try to do it because the enemy team can reply immediately and they can secure the first blood on you. So you might just want to stay in your own jungle, clear up a little bit here and there, and then decide what you do next on the map.
Shafty doesn't have that CC, so he doesn't get to stun away the scuttle. I gotta say, there's vision on the red side, so maybe Shafty's waiting for Jarvan to reveal himself because he has no priority in any lane whatsoever. Raids are aware that the jungler is trying to win the 1v1, so they need to push away as much as they can, which means the bot lane is open for the gank if Shafty wants to go in. Shadow Step is available.
Apparently. Yes, look at it. He's looking for an icon. He goes in. Oh my god.
He's on the wall. It's now time to go in. Nami wants to run away. The slow is applied. The flash will be forced. No, not even that. Person did a good job as a karma and slow down the gank.
Yes, he not just slowed down the gank, he protected the whole lane from a potential first blood, to be honest, because by the moment Kayn came to the lane, Nomi had almost no mana available for him, so it looked a little bit dangerous. But no, in the end they leave and Kayn gets away, and he is now in a major disadvantage, even though he manages to step up and to keep on the same level in terms of the creep stat with Born This Way.
So buffs are finally going to be done by Born This Way, which means timers are a little weird. And I gotta say, the last time we saw Kayn, we were talking about Shafty and the way that he's so unpredictable, but it seems that Raid studied their own work. They're like, okay, now we know the pathing, we know how to counter it away, and everybody's working for the same objective. Toppy and Nami, everybody are fighting for the same objective. In the top lane, Vux is in trouble. The flash is not available. 1 auto attack away, 10. He just needs to hit it one more time. And first blood for Aatrox. Yet again, Aatrox winning their lanes.
No surprise, to be honest. Aatrox is just such a heavy-hitting champion on the top lane that he is capable of taking early solo kills, even if he's standing against ranged champion. But here he has a melee Scion against him. So why not just go and secure the early advantage for yourself? Thinks Aatrox. He goes in and he does exactly that.
It's a good start for Arcane Teddy. We know this player. When he get a lead, he's a menace. And he doesn't even go back. So obviously he's not going to lose anything in terms of farm.
Oh
he's going to push him back. Vunks. Oh my, that's a beating.
Yeah, he gets away. He lives in the end, but that definitely was a beating. And he's still not safe yet because look at Born This Way. He's going in. He wants to continue. He wants
There's
to
no
give
flash.
Shield the top laner.
Arcane Teddy comes in with the ultimate. It's the world ender. Vanx is going to be rooted. The chain connects, and that's another one for Arcane Teddy. Or might we call it Arcane Daddy?
Okay, no. I see where you're going, and I'm fine with that, to be honest. Definitely. Yes, we can. And apparently we shall, because indeed 2-0. We're just 6 minutes in the game, and he already has a massive lead in his hands. He's leading in terms of CS, massively leading in terms of gold, and when he finally decides to recall, here it actually is happening. He will come back to the lane with items, and he will be able to just feel so safe on the lane, because currently, even if Shafty decides to join the top laner and do something there with the ganks, you know, and stuff, will they be able to take Aatrox down? It doesn't look so.
It's a push on bot. They obviously want to deny a little bit of farm, but since there's the flamethrower, you don't need to counter that. You will be able to farm all that wave away. Born this way, level 5. The lead, it's not about the level, I would say. The lead is about slowing down Shafty and not allowing him to get any sort of stacks. This is going to be painful towards the mid game, as they're going to steal away the red buff. Everybody's fighting to take away the Kayn. This is one of the ways you can remove these junglers away. When you have an Evelynn, when you have a Kayn, the team needs to work together to stop them. And if they fall behind, kind of useless in the late game. Because Shafty is looking for the blue build. He's not looking for the red build that is always useful with a lot of sustain and can just help a lot with CC. It's mostly about getting kills. If you don't get jungle, you don't get kills.
And the thing about both Kayn and Evelynn actually is that if you want to play against them, you really want to shut them down as early as possible, not give them any possibility to try to advance from early on. And this is exactly what is happening here. It feels very personal, but rightfully so, because you can clearly see the idea behind that. And it's working so far. Yeah, it looks very good for Ray, to be honest. Taking down some turret plays as well, and taking the first dragon of the game, the Ocean one this time. Will we see another Hex Gates? Maybe.
Wright is giving a really good lesson on Fløng, on macro. It's not even about micro. Obviously, the first one for Arcane was micro, but the rest, the macro, is beautiful coming in from Wright. It seems like they prepared themselves because they are aware that eventually in playoffs they might fight each other, so they need to prepare themselves beforehand, and they're showing to Fløng that, oh, almost took it away. See, everybody's annoying Shafty. Shafty just got level 6. Arcane Teddy, meanwhile, is level 8.
Oh, that's a massive difference. You really don't want to meet that Aatrox in the jungle as the Kayn. Kayn just needs to stay in the jungle for now and farm, try to farm his way up, even though still everybody's trying to make his life absolutely miserable. And so far, Raid are pretty successful at it, to be honest.
Yeah, because even if you get farm, you don't get souls. You don't get souls, you don't transform, so Kayn is useless. Ooh, this is a good lesson of macro. I'm enjoying this.
Absolutely, yeah. Just the sheer understanding of what the enemy is going to do and where they are currently in the map, even if you don't necessarily have too much vision, even though I can see some deep words coming in from Raid in the jungle, but still just the sheer understanding of what's going on in the map and where you need to be in order to further make Shafty's life even more miserable is admirable.
Shafty looking for some sort of window as Goof takes way too much damage. Nami goes into the sky for the feathers. He's not gonna call them yet because Topi's approaching and Shafty's way too low. He's going for another one but gets punished in the end. And Goof gets demolished by Topi as Nami is also there and the charm is available in a few seconds. But Elugden doesn't care about that charm. I always mess up this name from Lulu. Eluguden? I think I'm so sorry.
What?
I don't know how to say Lulu's name. I'm so bad. I'm really horrible with names. Okay, Shafty goes in, tries to get the kill. The slow is enough in the root as well to get him down. Pearson now trying to do as much as he can just to push away the wave, and he has advantage on that. And the wave rate are moving and rotating, and the macro movement is just beautiful.
Honestly, yes. Oh my god, look at this continuation. Oh, the
person
yes.
goes down, and Goof takes a. This is important. He already got himself those boots, so this is an important kill for him.
Definitely. It's the first kill for him, and there is no killing Xayah available so far, so he is right now securing himself in a better position. He's pretty far away in terms of the farm. It's almost 20 CS difference between the 80 carries, but with that kill finally in his pocket, that's such a beautiful recall from Ari. But with a kill in his pocket right now, he's feeling a little bit better on the lane and just in general as a champion.
They're trying to stop the bleeding. It's 2,000 gold in favor of Right. And the Fløng are still not out of it. They are not out of this. They need to slow down the bleeding. There you go, another decimating smash. The problem is, it's an Aatrox. You have a lot of sustain.
He doesn't really care.
Elo Gooden. I think it's like this. Chat, if it's not, correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, you guys are probably aware. I'll just say their name. We have fans in the chat, so help me if you can. Just to make sure that the player is not sad when he goes back to see the VOD and I butchered the name.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanks, you're gonna die!
The pain train gets him out of death.
The pain train.
Yeah, that's sort of the name we gave to that ultimate and ultra league. Just because it feels like, because here comes the pain train, you know, especially the team fights. Born this way, not really catching anybody. Okay, is the dragon up? No, the dragon is not going to be up in another minute. It's going to be the Mountain Mon, so we have some juicy souls available. Arcane Teddy, tower diving.
Here comes in the flash away, the decimating smashes is the outplay. The last hit from the turret is more than enough. And meanwhile, Cyan is going to farm away that wave. But look at the bot lane. It's the second headbutt coming in from the Herald. And by the way, we're 12 minutes in, which means the Herald hit the other turret. So all 5 plates went into the enemy team. Shafty is way too low. Born this way conquers him with the flag. And Herald wants to move away. But Tommy is going to charm it away. Herald is so low. One more hit and he flashes in to take it away. Right out of playing out of their minds.
Oh, absolutely. 7 kills already for Raid in this game. That is incredible. And look at that, they're feeding up their top laner, but now they're also feeding up the mid laner. That Ari taking some juicy kills and already having the Everfrost in her hands. She's going to be devastating both in the team fights and if she manages to catch somebody in the jungle. Because the beauty of Ari, you can always set up some very nice and very successful traps using your charm and sort of, you know, being... The idea is less in the bush, but you're Ari, and you're a little bit better at that, you know?
They take the dragon, they take the turrets, they take the second one as well. It's going to be the mountain, revealing what soul is going to be blasting the rift. It is another X-Tech, which means there's more gates, there's more ways to counter away Shafty in the jungle. This is probably one of the worst games for Shafty because he's not allowed to farm. Nobody's letting him play. Obviously, he's not having his time of his life, but let's see if he's capable of pulling it off. We know Shafty is a good jungler. Can he deal with this? Meanwhile, Arcane Teddy is just farming away in the top side, but look at that. It is a hull breaker for Science, so Arcane Teddy will be locked in lane.
Yes, but I finally Hullbreaker. We see them so rarely these days after the nurse introduced to these items.
I'm so happy.
I know. Honestly, me too. It was a little bit too dominating.
Yes.
But here is one, and turret blades go down, and there was something, something I wanted to say about Fløng, to be honest, because you mentioned during the drafts, you mentioned during the drafts that it could be a waiting game for them because they could just try to wait it out and, you know, hop on top of everything more like in the middle to late game. And it looks like it could still work for them, honestly. Yes, they are in a disadvantage right now. But if they manage to do something about the poor Shafty situation, they could actually still turn this around. But looking at trade, they have everything so firmly in their hands, they really do not want to give this game away. Oh, no, Lodo gets away. Oh,
you need to be careful. There's the Empress Divide. This is revenge from Shafty. He goes in. He needs to use his ultimate or he might die. Arcane Teddy looking for the jump to the other side. The Q is available. The sustain from Aatrox is way too much, but they finally take them down. Meanwhile, on the top side, it's a 4v1, but Vanks is still going to farm this lane away. He doesn't care about that. They trade top planers, but at the end of the day, it's still almost, 4,000 gold lead in favor of Raid. The bounties are available, so that's why Fløng are looking to take the T1 in the mid lane. Eluguden is in jeopardy. There's no way that Lulu is going to survive this one unless the flash is more than enough. Moonlight Vigil with the flamethrower doesn't get the kill. There's not enough damage because the Mythic is still not available.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, there is no Mythic still. So going either with the Gale Force or with the Kraken Slayer. But yeah, still not available me after the Wraith Recall because there is an objective bounty, but there is also Born this way coming in. Look at him!
Goof gets charmed, so all those chakrams are not going to be useful in the fight. Eloguden is going to get caught. Born this way wants to take the kill. He fancies it, and he takes him down, knocks him up, and brings him down into the ground. 2 minutes before we jump into the third dragon of the game. This, meanwhile, is going to be Shafty looking for the kill, but I don't think he can get this. He's way too behind. Nami knows this. He wants this fight.
No. Shafty does not want this fight. He shouldn't want this fight. He cannot really do anything about the Xayah, who has the ultimate available. So even if something gets unfortunate for her, she can get out of it. Or she can just kill you on the spot if she decides to. So no, you don't pick up fights like that right now. Wraith are picking up the fight with the Herald in the meantime. Not even a fair fight, to be honest. Taking down also the objective bounty available for Fløng, but Fløng will not be able to secure this one for themselves. They still have some bounties they can take, looking especially at the top and the bot side of the map with the outer turrets available. You could try to go for that. You could try to go and claim at least some gold for your team.
16 minutes, and action is still non-stop in favor of Wraith so far. They know they have to keep this momentum. They know they need to take away everything away from Fløng. And so far, they've been doing it. I have to stand up because this is a good one, Solari. This is a good one.
No, it's not a good one. No, it's a great one. Okay,
it is.
Let's be honest. But yeah, about keeping the momentum, absolutely true. They need to keep and they need to push the momentum because otherwise, if they lose the speed, if they lose the pace in this game, they could actually give Fløng the possibility to try to come back in this game. That means that Wraith needs to be cautious about what they do from now on, but they also need to constantly pressure Fløng at all sides of the map. They cannot stop doing that. They kind of push themselves in this situation, but at the same time, they're pretty happy with it because that's the situation where they want to be. So, 37 minutes before the Drake, Wraith really want to take this turret down so that they have more advantage when they go to the Drake. Here he comes, and now you can go there. You can secure the vision. You can secure the train for you. Tolpi.
Oh.
Yeah, he's okay.
This is good. Okay, not only Goof as the best weapon for the dragon fight, Ari lost the ultimate away. So this is a good opportunity to do anything about it, but I believe Wraith are one step ahead once again as Goof is going to get caught. Cataclysm is going to lock him down, so Lulu is no longer available. That is a beautiful decimating smash, but Goof is still running. Toppy flashes in, the charm is perfect, and the Sly Fox gets another one. He's on a rampage, and they're looking for the unlimited 18 minutes in. No, they just want the turret at least. This is a turret that sustains itself back up, but with only 90% HP regen, it's going to take a long time. And meanwhile, it was Shafty coming in hot with Edel to take away that dragon.
Sneaky Shafty coming in and denying this.
But he's dead.
Oh, he's gonna pay for it.
He's gonna pay for it. What can you do, Shafty? Show us the way. The charm is available.
Nothing.
Oh, there's not a lot to talk about then. That was a fast one.
Yeah, just coming in, sort of doing a raid boss situation, 3-on-1, boom, down, you're gone.
Funk's also securing himself the blue buff. Oh, he's looking for the pro, looking for the kill, forcing away at least the flashes. Born this way is going to flag and drag himself away. 4 minutes for what could be another important dragon. At least they slowed down the bleeding. They're trying to put some bandages on. They know they need this third spot. Long or Wraith? Who's going to take this one? The question is in for the last game of the split. The last game of the split, Solari.
No, can you stop repeating that?
This is sad. But it's part of the storyline. I have to do it.
Oh, okay, fine. Just for the storyline. Fine, you can hurt me if it's for the storyline. I'm fine. You know who's not gonna be fine? The Baron. The Baron. He's coming up in 13 seconds, even less now. It's maybe a little bit too early for the teams to start looking at it just yet, but at least securing some vision around it, and then for Ray to try to go for it a little bit later when they secure even more advantage. Ooh, okay. Could be an option. So it's not gonna be, scratched now, but it's something that you need to start thinking about already, because for Fløng, if they manage to take it, to steal it, or just to fight for it successfully, it could be a turning point, actually. for it, it could be they could push so heavily with it. They already have pushed all the way to the base turret in the mid lane. Oh my god, you go down. I'm sorry, Lulu, but you go down like that.
Yeah, it's a dead Lulu. No support, no vision means that the Baron could be taken really fast. Pearson is in trouble. Here comes. It's going to be the ultimate. Shafty doesn't get the kill, but at least forces away a few summoner spells as Vanks is on the front line. But here comes Brown this way. It's a two-man cataclysm, and he follows up instantly for the jungler as Arcane Teddy is in the front line. And Raid's power is way too good right now.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Two men down, even though one of them is getting up right now. But here comes the Baron that I was talking about. Fløng are trying to reply with it. They go for the turret. Maybe no, they decide not to go for the turret. They decide to try to do something about the Baron. Can you really have Shafty? Shafty has the smite. It's a possibility to steal the Baron, but you will be denied any opportunity to do so. And
he's going to die!
Is he?
I don't know. Okay,
No.
Arcane Teddy is not done with this. This could be the fall out of Fløng. They don't have much to provide here as Vanks is getting chased. He's not able to do anything at all. With a good soldier position, trying to put his team in some sort of way to run away. And meanwhile, Born this way doesn't care about that one. Nomi is also chasing. Here comes Goof, trying to provide some sort of peeling service. The weapons are not good to do this, so they turn on him. The damage is not that big. Born this way is tanky enough to take it away. And Shafty's going for the backline. He's going for the humble trespass. But here comes the heal. Here comes the shield. Here comes enough. And Born this way is looking for the kill once again. Shafty's getting isolated.
With a thumbs up that Karma leaves, that Shafty apparently does not leave anymore. Same.
Oh, Arcane
Oh
Teddy
my
Solari smash it on the ground. Takes an additional one. Elugudan is looking for flash away. And out of nowhere, here comes Cyan. Smashes on the ground on himself. So it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Wraith are feeling spicy. Looking for something, but Fløng are still fighting.
Oh, they're fighting like lions, but can you see now why we call Cyan's ultimate the pain train? The way it just crashes into you, that can be too much sometimes, to be honest. But Wraith are currently a little bit too much for Fløng because they are still in a massive lead. The inhibitor though still stands, naked, scared, but stands, still lives. Now, what is important? The Drake is coming up in 36 seconds, and that will be another potential soul point for Raid here. They need to go for it. They know it. They take down the turret, and they prepare the grounds for the dragon. They will be the first one there, so they will have the terrain for them. Oh my god, Fløng, you have to step up now or never.
We're still not done, Solari. Get ready. And I gotta be honest.
Ready.
As soon as you told me the paint train, it's really hard to imagine it because you say it with such a nice voice, but it's such a bad thing. So it's like choo choo. Oh. Like, wow, I don't know what is happening, but I'm hyped. 47,000 for 38. It's almost 10,000 in favor of Wraith at this point, and the weapons are not good for Goof. He needs to swap them away. I mean, you got the wave cleared, but here comes third dragon coming in hot for Wraith. They have all they need. The Baron is going to be respawn in 3 minutes. They still have 20 seconds out of Baron power play, but they're still not gonna use it. They're respecting away Fløng. They know they're not allowed to push if the Emperor is there defending.
Exactly. So what do you need to do if you want to continue the push? You either wait for 3 minutes for the Baron to come up and you take it, or you force a good team fight with Fløng. You win the good team fight with Fløng, and you potentially push forward and maybe even take the game. Look at Bondus. Oh, finding Shafty yet again in his own jungle, but not killing him this time.
So at least he has a shield right now to go into the back line and not get his seed straight away. It's the Knight that is protecting him. It is Shafty with the blue cane already. 24 minutes in, and it seems like Wraith are moving in herds. They know they need to be together, so Shafty is not allowed to pick anyone out. Look at Nomi. He knows he has the Feather Storm, so he'll never get picked, even as an AD carry. And everybody complains, oh, AD carries are... See, pick Xayah. If you don't feel like getting one-shotted, pick Xayah. You have that ultimate, and that's more than enough to face a Kayn.
Yes, as long as there is no other control going on top of you to allow somebody like Kayn to use the ultimate on you, then yeah, you're pretty good. And
oh, Shafty.
Oh my god.
The slow is on. Shafty dodges the slow, but the shot follows through, and the wild growth is not enough Top is dominating right now. 52,000 for 40. It's a 12,000 gold lead. This is more than enough to finish it up. And Wraith are looking for the base. The minions are stacking up. Vanks is charmed. He has a lot of resistance alongside with the shield. But Arcane Teddy is approaching. He's the boss. He's the final boss. Iloguden is going to get caught. The Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Iloguden is down. Born this way, trying to face off Mrs. Vanks. All 5 of them pile on Cyan. And there's no pain train. The train has arrived. And the station is going down. Nami is the AD carry. Goes into the front line alongside Toppy. So it's Nami, it's Toppy, it's a double kill coming in hot for Zaya. And I believe Wraith has everything they want to finish this game.
And you know what they want? They want the studs.
Oh!
So they're going for it, and they're going for Shafty. Shafty, you are no longer here, I'm afraid, as well as your turrets. Both of them will go down now with a sad crying kitty. No, Wraith are not crying, definitely. They are happy going for the Emperor. Oh, look at the Empress Divide.
Empress Divide is not enough because Wraith feels like the Emperor's inside of this game. They know they're allowed to pick the team they're going to fight against. And Iloguden is holding for sweet life. And the pain train goes wide because the Nexus fall down. And Wraith finish in 3rd place in this split.
Wow, congratulations to Wraith, honestly. That is 8:25. We finished in 26 minutes. And talking, oh my god, were you crying?
Hello, I was pushing the monitor because I was casting standing up. I missed this.
It looked like you were trying to hug something and cry at the same time because you were so overwhelmed or something, but I could understand it, to be honest. I am overwhelmed too. Just so many emotions from this game.
Yes.
What a way to finish this, huh?
Yeah, the way you put it, yeah, it's a good way to finish it. Wraith showed everybody that they're comfortable in 3rd seed and they're comfortable taking pretty much everybody on the lower bracket, but they also showed that they're going to pick someone. So good luck for whoever is going to be picked. Obviously, I want to know that on an interview. I'm going to ask them, like, who are you going to pick? I don't know if they're allowed to leak.
I'm going to tell you? Yeah,
but
I'm not sure.
Oh, they have 15 minutes until they have to decide. Well, we'll make some hard questions to dodge, guys. We got you. So we'll toss it to a break before we jump into the interviews. That was a beautiful game, and I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere.